want to raise the minimum wage. I want paid sick days. I want family medical leave. Glenn Younkin is against every one of those. He says election integrity is the #1 issue. No, it isn't. Healthcare, COVID, education, job growth.
And finally. Okay.
All right, we're over. That's
okay.
it. That's it. Hey, I gave you extra time. Come on, man. You should have asked better questions.
That's Virginia's Democratic gubernatorial candidate, Terry McAuliffe, getting pretty testy with a reporter who pressed him on the vaccine mandates as the race for Virginia's next governor is in its final stretch. This is GOP opponent Glenn Younkin rallies voters demanding accountability and sounding the alarm on a far-left education agenda. Joining us now with more from campaign headquarters in South Falls, Virginia, Fox and Friends Enterprise reporter Lawrence Jones, along with Virginia's gubernatorial candidate Glenn Younkin. Good morning, Lawrence. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Ainsley. Thank you so much. Got Glenn Younkin here with me. Glenn, I want to pick up where Ainsley left off. You had the former governor, who's your opponent, that walked off that interview yesterday, and the interview was about public safety and education. Why is it going this direction for him right now?
Well, he doesn't have anything to say about it. He failed when he was governor. This is what Virginians want to talk about. They're worried about their schools. And what did he do? He brought standards down and left us with a failing school system. And oh, by the way, we're at a 20-year high in murder rate. And when he was governor, the murder rate went up 43%. So not only did he not do a good job when he was governor, but he has nothing good to say about it now. And as I travel around the Commonwealth of Virginia, I get the same questions asked of me. And as I listen to voters, they want the cost of living to come down.
But what about walking out of the interview, not respecting, they say they respect the free press. This is a local reporter asking about education and public safety and walking out.
Yeah, well, this is what Terry McAuliffe does, I guess. I mean, I've just watched him.
Is he entitled?
Well, I think he might feel entitled. I mean, he has, because he thinks he was governor, but he didn't do a good job. People shouldn't ask him hard questions, and these aren't that hard of questions. How are you going to fix our schools, and what are you going to do to make our communities safe? I mean, these are questions I get every day, and I know I'm going to fix the schools. We had nearly 1,000 people last night. We were talking about it, and I know what we're going to do to make our communities safe. And here's Terry McAuliffe, who won't even answer questions from a local reporter. I mean, he yells at sheriffs. He barks at people all the time. I think he's losing it because he knows this race is slipping away from him.
And we're seeing that in the polls right now. I want to dive into the big issues. And number one is education. I talked to so many parents yesterday. Every single one of them mentioned education. Why do you think this is such a big issue in Virginia and in the country?
Well, first of all, Loudoun County has been ground zero. Been ground zero for a long time about what's happening in education. But it's the culmination of what's been going on since Terry McAuliffe was governor. He lowered the standards in our school. He wants to keep parents out of the loop. I mean, he said parents don't have a role in their kids' education. He wants government between parents and kids. And all of a sudden, parents last night came and they heard from me a very clear vision.
He said you took him out of context.
Yeah, I took him. He said to the nation, parents don't have a role in their kids' education, and then he doubled, tripled, and quadrupled down on it. And so now he sees that parents are rejecting this. And oh, by the way, parents are rejecting the notion that he's going to call on his friend Joe Biden and have the FBI come and try to silence them. I mean, these are our kids. And Virginia has a fundamental right inscribed in our code that parents have a right to be deeply engaged in their kids' education. Terry McAuliffe's on the wrong side of this issue. He knows it. He wants government to control our children, and parents aren't having any part of it.
Yesterday, during your campaign rally, you said you want a full investigation. Why?
But what's happened in Loudoun County, first of all, could happen across Virginia. And what happened in Loudoun County was that the school board, and oh, by the way, the Commonwealth's attorney tried to cover up a sexual assault in a school, and then they quietly moved the offender to another school, and it happened again. He sexually assaulted another young woman. So there's absolutely gross negligence here. And rather than the Justice Department investigating parents who are standing up for their children, the Justice Department should be investigating the Loudoun County School Board and the Commonwealth's attorney. And oh, by the way, our Attorney General currently has a job to do, which is to stand up for families and parents in this exact moment. And what's he doing? Running around Virginia, running a divisive campaign and not doing his job. He should do his job and do a full investigation, because what's going to happen next? We're going to wake up and have another headline? This is not right, and our kids can't wait.
Well, we're going to be following this election. It was clear based on yesterday's rally. It was full inside. You had to move the rally to outside and talk to those folks as well. Glenn Younkin, thanks for taking the tough questions from us this morning. Thanks so much.
Perfect. Thank you so much for having me. And by the way, everybody can join us at younkinforgovernor.com and get on board. This is no longer a campaign. It's a movement.
Thank you so much. Ainsley, I'm going to turn it back to you.
Good deal. Thanks so much, Lawrence.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.